Okay, so good morning. Today is May 27, 2017. The time is 15 minutes past 4 o'clock. And it's a good thing in the morning to do some warm-up exercise of building a human figure out of basic shapes. Like for example, we have these basic primitives. Okay, what are those basic primitives? So we know that those basic primitives includes, let's say, cylinder, sphere, okay, sphere, cube. We talk about volume and not just simply shapes. So you should have that thing in mind that you are dealing with a primitive uh, object, volumes. Okay. When it comes to animation drawing, okay, like what I keep saying, guys, loose lines plays a vital role. Loose line, like what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm using my shoulder, elbow, and shoulder. I'm not only using the wrist. Okay, you can see the richness of the lines instead of using the just one try, and you're thinking it's already perfect. So there's no room for this kind of lines. Okay, we call it lazy lines. This is according to the nine Disney old men. You know, Ollie Johnston. Who else? Milt Kahl, um, to name a few. Okay, you can practice a lot of. You can use implied line, for example. You can use zigzag line. You can use smooth. The flow of the lines. Okay, let's try to create something else. So it pays when you are really keen. You try to develop that hobby. Okay. In my case, I like I like discovering. Okay, I like discovering new style. Okay, there was a time when I was really keen in drawing comics, but that was a long time ago. It stopped when I started working in Singapore, and then I went to Dubai, United Arab Emirates in 1999. Uh, I started focusing on motion pictures. Okay, but before that, I was really preoccupied, or I was really attached to the drawing comics. I wanted to be famous in Philippine comics, but unfortunately, the industry is gone, so there was no more. I do some comics illustration when I do some storyboarding. Okay, when I was in Dubai, storyboarding because these are all panels, so as if it is a comic strip, something like that. So this is one important what do you call this? So it's instinct, you know. You know the center of gravity, and then you can apply the what do you call this? The elements of poses. We have what we call the thrust, the twist, and bending. What else? Finding the center of gravity. And very important here is the way the foot is planted on the ground. Your character should not be Something like it's falling. It should not be like that. Okay, you should have that sense of drawing fast. What they call that, so that you capture the character too fast. The gesture thing. It's very important. Most especially when you're dealing with the animation drawing. You observe. Okay, you observe. You try to draw in the public, for example, in the market, something like that. You observe, you sit as if nobody noticing you, or just don't pay attention. Just simply um, draw, doodle, or something like that. It's a creative freedom. Yeah, it's expression of your innermost or something of your feeling when you do something, like for example, because in my opinion you will not be as good as artist. I mean, if you are not that good in human figure, it is considered as one of the hardest thing to do, but it's a good idea to master the the drawing human figure or something. Okay, so this is basic, what do you call this, rough studies, Klauzura in Russian.